Well, hey YouTube, welcome back everyone. We made a short video, I think it got uploaded last night, on this old walking beam. And no, that's not what the video is going to be about tonight. We do have a little bit more work to do on this. We're going to pull our main caps off here. This screw is still not the same, so we're going to put studs in here and nut it down. But yeah, it does run really well. So, and we got all of our, I guess it's been knocking, so we answered it. We got our knocking out of it. So, all right, with that said, let's get this guy out of the road. So it's been a little while since we've looked at this Holt engine. I guess I haven't started it up in almost a month. So let's get some fuel in here. We'll get it started up. And I did put a spring here on the throttle to keep it, you know, at an idle. We don't need to run it that fast. So let me get some fuel in there, and we're going to use that same 40-to-1 VP fuel that we, right here, 94 octane ethanol free. So let me get that in there. I'll bring you guys back. We'll see what it takes to get it started up. You can see my hands in your way. You guys can see the fuel moving up the line here. It looks like it's all the way up. I don't have it on my finger yet, but put my thumb over it and hold the throttle open. And it fired. A little bit of fuel on there, so let's see what happens. Nothing yet. A little bit of throttle. So yep, it still runs, guys, but we got 4 cylinders here. Have you guys seen the price of fuel lately? There's got to be something we can do about that. Let's see what we got over here. We got a new box, so you know what that means. We get a first start on a brand new engine. Let's get this guy cut open. See what's inside. Get this cover off here. Oh, looks like we have some more fun to decipher instructions. Let me get this out of here. I'll bring you guys right back. Well, here, let's take a look at this little guy. You guys see any similarities between these two? Awful similar. It's like we have a single cylinder of this, but this one here, on this Holt, we have an inlet and an exhaust, which is controlled by our cam. And on this one we have our inlet and exhaust, but our inlet valve is atmospheric. So, well, it turns over. It appears to have compression. Well, first things first, let's get the batteries in the bottom so we don't flip it back over and dump anything out. It runs on 3 AA batteries. I'll get them put in. and then we'll stand it back upright. We'll put oil in our crankcase after we look at our instruction manual to see what it says. So give me a second. Let me get the batteries in. Okay, well, we got our batteries in there. This one comes with a drill start attachment and 4 spare piston rings. So let's look at our instructions. This is a model H73, and this is 2.6 cc's, same 13 millimeter bore, 20 millimeter stroke. And it looks like it says turn on the wiring to the bottom, connect the fuel pipe, use obviously 95 octane, yeah, this is 10 milliliters of water. Yeah, I'm not sure what it means when it says block the ointer port by hand. I don't know if you guys can see anywhere on here, but it says nothing about putting oil into the crankcase. Well, we're not going to follow these instructions because anything that moves needs to be lubricated, so not sure how much to put in it, but they put a fill port on here for a reason. So we're going to use just SAE straight 30 weight oil, and yeah, we're going to put some oil in here just to be safe. So let me get some oil in here. Okay, well, this was full, and we're down to, looks like we've put, well, 20 milliliters into our crankcase of SAE 30 motor oil. Get our cap put back on here. Then we're going to fill up our radiator right here. We'll probably leave our cap off of here, so when it's running, this one doesn't have a water pump like that Holt engine does, but we'll go ahead and put some water in there. We'll use distilled water. Well, we've got water in here. We'll wipe up our mess. So I guess the only thing now to do is add fuel to it and put our finger over the ointer, whatever the hell that is, and see if we can get it started. So let me finish fighting with this cap, put some fuel in here. So we've got our 40-to-1 fuel. Tank is full. We'll put our fuel cap back on. We'll probably put just a little bit of oil up here on our, well, classically sloppy, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on all of our moving parts up here. Down here in the bore. Down here on the governor because it turns. And just a little bit on our gears. Okay. Well, let's turn it over. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Our fuel level is right here. So I'm guessing that this is our ointer. And turn our, I'll leave it off. I can feel it pulling, and our air bubble is gone. Let's turn this on. Oh, it kicked back, so. Well, we've lost most of our compression. Alright, and obviously I put too much oil in it because it's puking out down here at the bottom. Let me get that cleaned up. Alright, well, we got our mess cleaned up. And it's still going to puke some oil out, but let's see. We might use the drill attachment. Let's see what we can come up with. And now we got nothing. Well, did we lose ignition? Well, listen. You guys hear that? We still have spark to the plug. Do we still have spark at the plug? Let me get this out. We're going to take a look. All right, let's get this plug out of here. It's got a hell of a gap. Look at the size of that. You see it? Wow. Let me get this plug cleaned up. I think we oil fouled our plug. We'll lay it up here where we can get ground and we'll check our spark. You guys see what we're doing? Watch me get zapped. I can see spark. I don't know if you guys can see it. You might be able to hear it. Alright, well. Yeah, it's not firing at our electrode. It's firing off to the side. Let me pull you guys in. Let you guys get a look at this. I know the focus is going to be terrible. Well, all right, let's get another plug in here. Okay, well, we got another spark plug here. Let's give this guy a shot and see what we got. Ignition's on. There, now it's firing into our electrode. Okay, let's put our plug back in and see what we got. Probably just end up fouling this one out too. Ignition's on. We're going to make sure our fuel valve is, our adjustment needle on our ointer is off. let's wing it over a couple times. We'll give it a little bit of fuel. And still nothing. Well, I'll keep monkeying around with this. Alright, well, we do have it running again. It doesn't run that good. Trying to adjust it. Appears to be spitting water out of the exhaust. If you guys can see this, oh yeah, that's what you can see. It's spitting water. We got a blown head gasket or a cracked cylinder or something. You guys can see we're forcing water out of the top of this, so we're losing compression through there. I guess it is running, but it ain't good, guys. So, well, yeah, we've got problems. Well, I guess we're going to tear into this guy. Let's get that walking beam fixed first. Yeah. I'm not terribly impressed. It does run. Doesn't seem to be running hot, but it's not necessarily missing what it's supposed to be, and we're passing this much through. Yeah, this isn't good. We're pushing water out of the top of our radiator cap. Alright. No sense in doing any more damage. Shut it off, put him off to the side. Hey, I wanted to remind you guys, we get to 500 subscribers. You guys have been fantastic. We're almost there, but we do have this engine. I'll show you real quick. We did make a video on one of these, and we have two of them now. So this is that Wilkemp Model E electric engine. So we have two of these. I'd love to give this to someone. So we get to 500. We will just randomly give this off. And I do have some t-shirts. We'll give a couple of them away. And I think I've got another coffee mug or two. So once again, guys, thank you so very much. I appreciate you watching these. Please remember to make your subscription public. So if you do win this or a t-shirt or whatever, I know how to get a hold of you. And yeah, once again, thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. We'll finish that walking beam, and then we'll tear into this little pig that we just started up. So, all right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.